So, Brandon, what do you got?
These are pencils, but... So, we started our new D&D game today. It was a thing. So,
Were you shocked? In awe? Inspired? Enticed? Because you guys voted your leader.
Yes, thought we'd give Katie a try. Let her just see what happens.
Remember, she is far worse than whatever I have done.
Yes, you keep your atrocities confined to Robbie, so...
I consider my atrocities to every NPC you create.
But mostly to Robbie.
No, that was the rest of the party. Remember, Robbie's deaths tend to be happening to everyone he pissed off in the game.
But yeah, so... Start with our glorious leader recruiting everyone, the rest of us.
How did she recruit you guys?
Oh, by jumping up on a table and stripping.
That's pretty impressive for a D&D game. We're nerds and all, so that's impressive.
Yes, yeah, sure.
Except for Robbie, it's his sister. It's kind of freaky.
Well, this is Robbie. Going by some of the stuff he told us,
No.
it's still...
It's freaky deaky and stuff.
Yeah.
Robbie's going to sit there tonight dreaming about going da-dun, dun dun da 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 dun dun da da.
Don't go there.
I do a sissy. So are those moans? When we talk about this, I have to wonder those. Those are moans of disgust or pleasure?
Disgust.
They could be disgust and pleasure at the same time.
No, they're just disgust. Plain, ordinary, hateful disgust.
At Brandon?
At Russ.
Well, I didn't do anything. I'm not the one who put my butthole on a knob in the game. I'm not the one who sucked it for 2.5 hours.
Wow.
And you didn't die.
I know.
I'm not the one who drunk bum ball juice. Has your hair who believed Katie to dress you like a bondage man.
Yeah.
And then got all your gear lost.
Yeah, but that's pretty standard.
For you. But that's because usually I sell your gear or Tony steals your gear.
Or you lose this at, like, gambling. You did
Gambling.
that at least once.
Yeah.
No, you lost your money to a farmer so Brandon could get a cart.
Mm-hmm.
And then the farmer found all your clothes.
Yeah.
Your sword got floated downstream, sutured into a man's butt.
Yeah, for once, it wasn't my fault.
And all this happened because Katie didn't want to breathe on a doorknob because that apparently opened it.
But she did, later on.
No, we never did that.
Yeah, in Unisys.
Yes.
And Robbie finally figured out the Unisys thing after the entire party went in 3 different directions.
And I basically spent the rest of the game trying to get him to a hospital, but there aren't any in this town.
Because Satan burnt it down.
Mm-hmm.
The church, yeah, and then there's only
And then you dump him on the apothecary's front step like he's a doctor.
It's the closest thing to a doctor. I guess actually a barber in medieval times would be, technically.
But that's like dumping your trash in someone else's yard.
I was hoping he'd have, the sense of...
And then you try to tell Robbie, just sell yourself for sex. It's what you're good at.
Hey, you pulled in the blanks of sex. I was, suggesting manual labor, like he could...
No, you inferred it to him. He was there going,
I was saying...
And it was in the happy, yes, yes.
No.
Yes.
Just he could do the cooking, the cleaning, the manual... mundane tasks.
But his name's not Manuel.
What?
His name's not Manuel.
The mundane tasks that would keep the apothecary from doing more productive tasks.
Why? When you can hire a Metzkin to do it.
Well, you can hire a Robbie for cheaper. He's like a lower class version, but it costs less.
He's a white person. He's not a Metzkin. Robbie won't do all those chores.
I'm sure the apothecary has some, herbs.
If he won't do them in real life, what makes you think he'll do them in a role-playing game?
Well, I mean, a big part of a role-playing game is to, make someone that isn't you, that would, do things you can't or won't do. So, it could be a difference there.
Can't or won't do. So, him doing dudes and doorknobs,
Yeah,
what does that say about him? Yeah, that's a good point. He was willing to put a doorknob up his butthole on his word of his sister.
Hey,
In fairness, he's done stuff like that without needing the word of his sister to entice him to do so as well. So, I mean, it's kind of expected.
Any words to defend yourself?
None at all.
What about you sucking a knob for 3.5 hours?
Hey, I just read the rolls. I didn't know it would last. You'd inferred it to be that long.
How long did you think it would be?
I don't know.
I
Ever long a knob needs to...
Polishing?
I guess.
Hey,
And he's smiling about it.
I polished that knob good.
And he's smiling about it. And he wonders why he gets that kind of attention at the liquor store.
I don't want to know the details, I don't think.
Ask Mike.
Yeah, that was weird.
No, you blowing a doorknob is weird. With both ends.
Hey, I thought it'd open the door.
Your sister probably knew it wouldn't, but you did it anyways.
Well,
Why did you listen
I'm
to her?
assuming she didn't.
I'm assuming she didn't know?
Or didn't think it would.
Oh, you just thought that she was going to do something horrible.
That tends to be the safe bet.
There's our leader.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that happened.
Anything to defend yourself, Robbie?
Oh,
Hey, for once, it wasn't my fault.
and then how does he repay me after spending these hours trying to preserve his fragile, tenacious thread of life by trying to crush my character to death? Such, loyalty and gratitude.
Yeah. Your help wasn't exactly the best of help.
Was it better? Did you have any better offers?
He's the only one that kept you alive the entire game. He even had to fight his own conscience.
That's true.
He even put Robbie to Rattling to sleep.
I could use that spell for other things. Like,
So he has no spells. And he hasn't had time to relearn it. All he has is cantrips. He can make farting sounds out of your asshole. Gurgling sounds.
maybe we can get money. I can pull a rabbit out of there.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's pull a rabbit out of Robbie's asshole. It is a hair.
Oh, boy.
Make pigeons, like doves, go flying out. Other parlor tricks.
And they play When Doves Cry in the background.
We'll find out what happens next session.
It's like he's trying to make, do the closing, comments to end this before he, says more horrible things said about him.
What horrible things has we not said about him? He lives up to every horrible thing we say about him.
That's true.
Even the ones we make up.
That's kind of the thing, it's like he hears those horrible things and seeks to,
Yeah,
what, I can do better. And
Not with Dudemeter. Dudemeter's sitting at 15.
Yeah.
Doorknob 1. That's new.
the novometer.
The Novometer we should change it to.
It's a Duke's Castle, so did you think that was what they meant by hobnobbing with royalty?
I guess so.
I just had given it new meaning to the expression at the very least.
Polishing a knob. He did that too.
So there you go.
And the worst part is, Robbie, your sister's character is designed to be a whore.
Then I did better.
And you did better.
Better with like quoting marks around it.
No, I roll. Basically, I rolled better.
But you also did better in the apocalypse system than your sister. You notice he got quiet when I pointed that out.
Yeah.
That's kind of his go-to. Maybe we should try in 7th C, because they have in the professions. That's like actually one of the professions you can give your character for your starting skills. Or other things like that.
What's wrong, Robbie?
Yeah.
Isn't an answer.
Moral of the lines, if I've made some mistakes tonight.
You think?
You think?
Yeah.
Now, if only you can realize these mistakes before they happen, especially considering they tend to be the same mistakes over and over
You know
again.
what's sad? Next week you're gonna have to find a potato sack big enough to put on him. You make a potato sack shorts and diaper?
Then we're gonna have to go in the woods and find more of that medicinal herb so he doesn't die of infection.
Or cauterize the butthole.
Well, then we need to get something metal.
Don't you have a dagger or something?
Nah, I forgot to buy one. All I have is a staff. Oopsie.
You can use a stick.
That's true, yeah.
And just run it around the edge like butter.
Ugh.
Or put it in there like churning butter. You might like that.
That's what worries me.
What?
Something tells me this is going to get worse before it gets
For who? You or Brandon?
all.
Well, saying this is going to get worse before it gets better implies that it's ever going to get better.
For you or Brandon, Robbie?
I think both of us.
Remember, at this point of the game, Brandon is usually more fucked up than you due to your actions. This time, Brandon is fine.
Yeah.
I'm just out. I'm technically all I'm out is just a few gold that I spent trying to.
And he's knocked out
heal.
cold at the end of the adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Due to you.
Yeah.
That's such great gratitude for my valiant efforts. For shame, Robbie. For shame.
Yeah.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
This is what happens when someone reaches out to you with compassion.
I feel bad now.
You should.
No, you don't.
Yes, you say that, but inside you're just cackling with sadistic glee.
Boy, and I wish I had Skyrim back now so I can kill a creature that looks like Brandon in it.
I have viciously assaulted my benefactor. I am Robbie.
That's pretty bad, Robbie.
Yeah.
Now I shall go home and stroke myself in victory while thinking about ponies and my sister.
Not in that order.
No.
Well, you're going to be thinking about Tony ponies and sister.
Why? Why go there?
Because
It's like,
rhymes nicely.
dude, it's like half Wookiee, half human.
What?
You Star Wars. You're on your Star Wars kick.
You know, it's times like this I wish I had another default sigh that didn't sound like a moan.
So do we. Really, it just makes it kind of creepy.
I know. I mean, I don't mean for it to come out that way, but for some reason, every time I do,
Come out that way.
it comes out that way.
Come out that way. We know it comes
I
out
guess
that
I
way.
was just born that way.
And now we have to pay Roses Lady Gaga. Thanks, Robbie. Thanks.
Yes. Any last words for Robbie?
There's, I don't think there are any really at this point. It's
Turn in next episode.
Any last words for the glorious leader?
sure we'll go with that.
I'm going to edit this out because what Robbie said was stupid.
Hmm?
You're stupid, Robbie.
Good night, folks.